5, 20 up, 25 down. Her previous 5 seasons, an assistant coach at the University of Illinois. And we are ready for volleyball here on this Sunday afternoon. Put your seatbelts on, and here we go. As for Florida, it'll be Trinity Adams to get us underway for Florida. One of the Gators' better servers. She leads the Gators with 19 service aces on the year. And we're underway in Gainesville. Right away, we see Ray, and the Gators get a touch on the block. And the Florida will try to now just steer it across as Fitzpatrick sends the free ball back to the Crimson Tide. Muff to the right side, and a kill for Kennedy Martin.
Great sign for the Gators early to get Kennedy Martin going. She's going to be a force, but you also saw Florida blocking Kendall Ray's angle early.
Kennedy Martin, one of the most impactful players in the Southeastern Conference. You see her there on the right, lower right of your screen. Definitely in the running for Freshman of the Year. Brooklyn DeLay will probably get some votes from Kentucky as well. But there's the ace for Trinity Adams. Give her now 20 on the year as the Gators off to a 2-0 start.
Leader for the Gators in service aces. Getting her going from behind the service line will be key for Florida.
Another terrific serve by Adams, and a crafty play by the setter, Callie Kiefer, moving to her left, flips one back with the right hand behind her head and gets the kill.
Yeah, that's an unusual attack for Kiefer. She's only averaging a half of attempt per set and hitting .097. So caught Florida off guard.
Aaliyah Wells now serves for the Crimson Tide. As Fitzpatrick gets her first swing, and she gets the angle shot in for the kill.
Again, showing Fitzpatrick with the shot-making ability, hitting the ball around the block. You're going to see this a lot from Fitzpatrick with the thumb down and just popping it into left back.
Okamore up in the air as well, trying to draw one of the blockers, not getting all the way out to Fitzpatrick. Right side attack, and it's a kill for Chase Campbell, a Florida product from St. Petersburg.
Alabama spent a lot of time in their pregame time connecting with the setter, young setter Kiefer, with the 2 veteran middles to try and get that going offensively. Alabama will do some creative things with their middles on offense.
Kiefer now in the back row serving, the setter for Alabama. As Florida goes back to the right side, the roll shot from Martin. Ray takes another swing. In self-defense, McKissick's dig goes across the net, Nick. And on the right side, the kill for Kaylee Palmer.
Again, the rally ender outside by Ray just goes up and takes a huge rip at that ball. Good dig by McKissick, but not good enough to transition for Florida to score a point there.
So we're tied at 3 here in the early going from the Sunshine State. As Kiefer with the service error. Alabama has to serve aggressively to try to keep Florida out of their offense, as Auburn did on Friday night.
And they really do, but 1.92 aces per set for them, which is tops in the SEC.
Here's Kennedy Martin now serve for Florida. Again from the right side, again a kill for Kaylee Palmer, who already has 2 on the afternoon here in the early going.
You can see Florida's middle blockers paying a lot of attention to the Alabama middle attacker, which is going to open up some things for the right side kill.
Kaylee Palmer, just a freshman from Wapakoneta, Ohio, has played in 10 matches to this juncture, making her 5th start today. Right side, Anna Dixon's first look, and it's in for the kill. What a pickup for Florida, and Mary Wise in the transfer portal from Missouri is Anna Dixon. Started her career at Kansas State, and now a graduate student at the University of Florida.
Started with the great serve receive pass from McKissick and the excellent set by Muff.
Emily Canan checks in for the first time here in the match today, and she serves for Florida. Alabama goes middle. And that one sails wide as Chase Campbell points down saying, that was in. But the line judge off to our right had other ideas saying that's out.
I don't know if they're going to challenge that one or not. But again, Alabama worked on that in the whole pregame, trying to get their middles going early. And their middles have had great years, both of them hitting over 350.
Canan sails one long. For Canan, her 30th service error on the year. Florida can get her serving back into rhythm as she did last year during her freshman campaign. Look out.
Yeah, it's either her or Fitzpatrick serving in that rotation. Neither one of them have been consistent.
Here's Victoria Schmurr serving, and Kanan makes an awkward pass, so Victoria now in the match. Just has to take something off. To the right side again, Palmer. Victoria's there to stuff it. And Anna Dixon celebrates with her. She was the middle closing out towards that left pin.
Again, in Alabama's pregame, I saw a keeper who's just a young freshman trap set the right side quite often. Saw Victoria absolutely take advantage of that tight ball.
Here is Anna Dixon serving for Florida. Out to the outside. Gators will block it back. Nice cover by Schmurr. Palmer again from the right. Dixon had the up. Free ball opportunity for the Crimson Tide, and a one-handed save from Dixon. Look out, Kanan's almost on top of us here. Jacobs, the stuff block for Florida. May Okamore.
Wow. Okamore way over that time. Just nowhere for the attacker to go with that left hand.
Muff said it very well there. Okamore closed and got it. To the middle. And a nice look in the middle for Aaliyah Wells, graduate student.
And Florida playing a hard front, meaning that their middle blocker is going to stay with Alabama's middles. That's smart because those middles are averaging almost 10 points per set between the two of them.
Serve forthcoming here from Sydney Golson. Tough one to handle. But that's pass, set, kill, Sophia Victoria. That's another pin hitter the Florida Gators need to get started after an off night against Auburn on Friday.
Watch that pass by McKissick. On Friday night, McKissick struggled in serve receive, very uncharacteristic. But here she's definitely handled the last two.
Muff serves for Florida. Nice look at the right antenna for Aaliyah Wells.
As a graduate student, just a really incredibly smart swing, but much better set by Kiefer that time to give Aaliyah Wells a chance to use the block.
Last time these two teams hooked up last season, Aaliyah Wells, 10 kills and 19 swings with only one error. So high efficiency, a 474 attack percentage, but she watches the ball go in the net. So the service error for the Tide.
What makes that a poor service error, Tom, is that it just never had a chance. Either that's in the toss or the hand contact. But if you're going to serve tough for Alabama, it's got to be tough and deep.
So Florida with a 3-point lead and serve as Adams and Fitzpatrick back in the match for Florida. To the right side. Looking for hands. Did she get any? Did Wells? No. Up over the Florida block. So the attack error gives Florida a 4-point lead.
You know, that's what blocking will do. It'll change arm swings for attackers. And Florida only had 2 blocks against Auburn on Friday night.
Both in the first set. None to end that match. Wells puts that one in the net.
Now, connection just a little bit off. Again, Alabama trying to work through a freshman setter and some very experienced middles, but they have to get the middle going.
Kiefer, that freshman setter Nick alluded to. Let's see where they go this time. If she gets a good delivery, she'll go to the outside. Why not? Because that's where Ray is. But Florida will get it to Okamore in the middle. Dances on the net for Wells. Florida just has to send it across. The free ball. AC Fitzpatrick with 2 hands stuffs Wells at that right antenna.
A trap set again.
Gators are off to a good start, and part of that, Nick, has been blocking. 3 blocks already here in the opening frame.
Yeah, great sign for Florida. And really, blocking is what fuels them.
Can Florida get it across? No, that's outside the antenna, just in front of us, as Fitzpatrick and McKissick both dive right in front of our location.
Didn't take long for Wells to come out. Yeah, it didn't take long for Wells to come out and tip. Excellent effort by McKissick. Just couldn't quite keep it up.
And then Fitzpatrick. Here is Aaliyah Wells serving for the Crimson Tide. Tide looking for their first win in conference play. Picked to finish 13th in the league. Big swing from A.C. Fitzpatrick at the left antenna.
Alabama has to hold with Okamore in that middle, just leaves the hole wide open for Fitzpatrick.
You can see Chase Campbell, as you said, shadowing Okamore. Here's McKissick with the serve, and that one's way long.
Florida has struggled from behind the service line, just trying to find some consistency. And that's just something that they're going to have to be working on the rest of the season.
Good word. Looking for that consistency as Kiefer, Alabama's freshman setter, serves it here. I think the Alabama defenders thought that might be floating all the way out to Fitzpatrick, but there's Dixon with the kill.
Yeah, and I'm sure Florida would like to get more balance from their offense, as neither middle got many attempts Friday night against Auburn.
And Dixon was effective when they could get her the ball. 5 kills in just 8 swings. Tip shot works in the middle for Chase Campbell.
Part of the game plan for Alabama has to be avoid the Florida block. They're 2.65 blocks per set, one of the top blocking teams in the country. So they come out with 2 tips. Florida's going to have to make a back row adjustment to pick those up.
Kendall Ray now leading the SEC, tied for the lead with 28 total aces. Over a half an ace per set. As Dixon rears back, the dig goes across the net, and was it redirected by Campbell or just go around Dixon trying to joust?
I thought there was a net error by there. One of the things Alabama is doing is they're taking their left front blocker and just going right outside with Dixon to take that line away.
Kendall Ray with a bullet, ate up Adams. So here's a free ball going across the net. Where will Alabama go? The freshman setter sends it right side. And the block as Palmer is roofed by Dixon and Fitzpatrick.
I can see why Alabama is trying to attack the right side for A.C. Fitzpatrick. Statistically, not one of the stronger blockers. But with Muff over on the left side, Alabama needs to be tacking over there.
Canan checks in along with Victoria. Alabama trouble, and it's a service ace. Maybe that will jumpstart Emily Canan with the ace.
Absolutely.
Give her now 10, Nick, on the season.
And it hasn't been, aces have not been the issue for Florida. It's just been the consistency of serving runs that they've struggled with.
That one's long.
Can't say I told you so, but I told you so. They've just got to find a little more consistency, let their defensive systems play.
Here's the libero for Alabama, Victoria Schmurr, and her service. Muff tracks it down and goes to Victoria. Nice up from Kiefer. I beg your pardon, Schmurr with that up in that rally for Alabama. And the point for Florida on the attack error for Alabama. Give them now 8 in the first set.
The reason why
against 9 kills.
Sorry, Tom. The reason why they leave Canan in the back row to serve is because she's so good in right back defense.
Indeed. Kiefer sets the middle. Dixon on the spot. First time we've seen the back row attack from Martin. Ray says, I can do that too, but hits the ball in the net. I think it would have been blocked anyway, as Okamore and Victoria were tracking that well.
Yeah, I think so. I think so too. And again, another block for Florida. Alabama has to do a better job of either swinging for high hands, tipping it into different weaknesses of Florida's defense, and make Florida scramble around to score points, because that's where they've struggled.
That's actually a point for Alabama. I beg your pardon. So the serve once again. Victoria swinging. Ray, after it was touched, with the dig for the Crimson Tide. Down the line kill for Sammy Jacobs, the junior from Prosper, Texas. In their last match against Tennessee, 2 kills.
This is a way smarter swing for the outside attackers, just trying to find areas of the court where Florida is vulnerable. And
you saw there in our replay, that's Kennedy Muff at that right antenna for Florida. as Alabama has closed the gap to 4. Bad pass. Florida will have to send across a free ball. Canaan with that speed, but it doesn't give Florida a chance to run their offense. And that one is long. Alabama looking for a touch. Sammy Jacobs says, come on. There's a touch somewhere. But no one caught a touch.
Yeah, I'm not sure you use it here, Tom, unless you're absolutely sure you see the touch, but they're definitely going to call for a challenge. It's the right swing by Jacobs. You know, Tom, I've always thought that volleyball could take advantage of this time by getting the fans involved. Put up a QR code and you just point your camera at it, and the QR code then gets you to a site where you vote whether it's going to be overturned or not. And then up on the screen you can see a percentage of the fans who think it's going to be overturned and who isn't going to be overturned.
We got to call the league office.
Yeah.
SEC has always been an innovative conference in terms of technology.
All right. Right.
Give you full credit, of course.
And it was overturned. But everybody could have participated instead of everybody just standing around waiting for these officials to figure out whether there was a touch or not. Also, they should play the Jeopardy theme song. You know, da da da.
You've already thought this.
Oh, I really think.
Fully out. Yeah.
I really think you can add something here.
Well, there was a touch, so now instead of a lead for Florida 5, the lead has been cut to 3 as Alabama creeps closer. Slide play, first one of the day for Okamore, and the set wasn't quite in the right spot, and now it's only a 2-point lead for Mary Wise up off the bench and this Florida Gator squad in their home arena.
Coach Wise reminding where the matchup is, and that's Victoria over the setter.
Again, Golson with the serve. Here's Victoria off the block hands, played up by Jacobs. Nice up from Kennedy Martin in back middle for Florida. Victoria has to send it across with the left hand. It was too far out towards us. Jacobs again. Tip is down for the kill. And it's just a 1-point first set as Alabama has pulled to within 5-set matches in a row for Florida. I've never seen that. It's never happened before.
Now, some of that is the replacement of the setter, Tom, but really Florida has not played consistently well in the serve and pass game. They've been great at blocking, but they have not played consistently well in serve and pass, and that has really come back to haunt them as their point scoring percentage has been way down lately.
Alabama on a 5-0 scoring run, and number 5, Golson, continues to serve after the Florida timeout. McKissick has to play it off the forearms, and Victoria blasts away over Wells and Kiefer. That's one way to end a rally by your opponent.
Now, this is just an elite level swing. There's really no defense for this, even though there's one option. High in the air and straight down.
Florida continues to serve Ray quite a bit. And off hands, kill at the left pin for Sammy Jacobs of Alabama.
Jacobs has read the scouting report. Don't hit it into the block. Hit it off hands, use tips, make Florida get flustered just a little bit in the blocking game.
And Jacobs, after getting that kill to pull Alabama back to within 1 serves here, and an inopportune time for Rashinda Reed, head coach of Alabama, and the Crimson Tide to have an error.
Yes, great comment, Tom. It is inopportune, but what makes it worse is it's into the net. I mean, if you're going to be aggressive, then serve long and make Florida serve receive to judge whether it's in or out.
Trinity Adams and A.C. Fitzpatrick check back in for Florida as the Gators target Bertucci on that serve. Another off-speed ball, but there's the Florida outside hitter to play it up. Fitzpatrick. See if they go to Martin again. Nope, out to Fitzpatrick. Tip shot. Ray got there, though, and now she'll take a swing from the right side, and she'll kill it. She was all the way over on the left side.
Yeah, and what Fitzpatrick did was run over, pick up the tip, come outside, and didn't take a swing to end the rally. That allows Alabama to come back and score that point.
Alabama back to within 1 at 2019. Muff will go to the right side. When you have Kennedy Martin at 6'6" at that right antenna. You've got to utilize her, don't you?
Oh, absolutely. But, you know, one of the issues for Florida has been with the new setting of Kennedy Muff, trying to get that connection going. So that's a good sign for the Gators.
Kennedy Martin has had double-digit kills in every match in her collegiate career to start as a freshman for Florida. Kiefer did not catch the Gators napping there as McKissick picked it up. And Kennedy Martin with an off-speed ball. And I'm sure. So after the Alabama called timeout, Florida with a 3-point lead, trying to close out. A hard-fought first set here against the Crimson Tide, who had pulled back to within one. And it's out. The service error for Ellie McKissick. Gators now with 4 in this opening frame. Service errors, that is.
And Florida just keeps Alabama hanging around. That's not something you want to do against a team that's really hungry for their first SEC win.
Kiefer prepares to serve for the Crimson Tide. Who will they target here? I'm thinking it'll go at McKissick. And yes, she receives that serve. Martin on the right. Key that Alabama made the touch on the block. And Ray off the net. Up from Adams. Down the line, the kill for Kennedy Martin. Give her 4 and 8 swings.
That time, Tom, just a great rhythm set by Muff. We watch this ball just perfectly in rhythm, perfect location for Martin to do whatever she wants to do with that attack.
Ray got a hand on it, and we have no setter now in for Florida as Gabby Essex checks in for blocking. So you've got Essex blocking along with Dixon and Fitzpatrick here, trying to stuff the Alabama offense, but they won't have to, because it's a service error. And again, Alabama creeps to within 2.
You know, as a coach, you look at your service errors and you start, now what do? Do you talk about it? Do you train it more? Do you talk less about it? I mean, it's really a tricky subject when you're addressing your team.
Now Alabama with a chance to pull within 1 as Ray, one of the best servers in the league, puts it in play. A pancake save, and it goes across. Played up by Jacobs. Smart in transition, go quickly to the middle. And Alabama has pulled to within 1. Mary Wise of Florida wants the second of her 2 timeouts here in this opening set. As Alabama
to the right side. But Dixon has to run all the way across the court. And then,
Fitzpatrick from the left. Crossed us both up. I thought they were going to Dixon. When I saw her sprint to the right side, it's set point Florida.
This is why I'm not in coaching anymore.
Here we go with that blocking substitution again. Muff out. Victoria and Fitzpatrick will stay in this time.
Would she go with the big time jumper? Looks like it.
Oh, I don't think there's anything less. I don't think she knows anything but full speed. Here it comes. Pass by Ray from one knee. Palmer is blocked. Defense. And there's the defensive substitution. Gabby Essex up alongside of Sophia Victoria as the Gators get the big block to end the first set. Florida. Hard fought. Florida was looking for to beef up this offense. We've been told we have to kill balls. Only 11 kills.
But
they say the number 13 plus is what our target is.
Yeah, but 5 blocks.
That's pretty good.
But you're not going to get 5 blocks every set. You know, you're going to get 2 or 3. So more kills have to come from Florida.
Serve for Francesca Bertucci. As Muff will set the outside, and there's Kennedy Martin from the left. Give her now 5 on the afternoon.
They probably went back to practice and just had brought in Martin and Muff and said, all right, you two, let's get you guys to figure out your tempo, what you like to hit, and let's give Muff a little more direction on how to get her the ball.
We'll just take the keys to the gym and you work it.
There you go.
Here's Trinity Adams now serving for Florida. And she serves the ball in the net for the error. Give it now 6 service errors for Florida on the afternoon.
And Florida only scoring at 40% point scoring percentage from behind the line. 45 is the number you're looking for.
Aaliyah Wells serves for Alabama, and it's just long. Not by much.
A better service error, though, Tom, than some of the others that they've had. Alabama only scoring at 30%. So they're really struggling from the service line.
Here's the Florida libero, Ellie McKissick, now a senior. And we saw that the last time she served. So we're tied at 2 after 3 service errors combined between the two teams here early in the second frame. Florida, if you're just joining us, up 1-0, taking the first, 25-22. Here is Kiefer serving, the freshman setter for Alabama. Gators go to Fitzpatrick. What a great diving save by Bertucci. Ray on the outside gives Alabama the lead.
Wow. Just that's exactly how you draw up team defense there. Left front, left back goes in front of middle back.
Textbook. Adams, Muff will have to track it down and play off the forearms. What a great shot, though, by A.C. Fitzpatrick with the top spin ball that catches the end line.
Talked about that at the top, right? A.C. Fitzpatrick is a shot maker. She's going to find holes on the court. That time she caught Kiefer leaving early in right back defense.
What a match she had up in Tallahassee. We had that call. 22 kills, a career high for Fitzpatrick. And there's an ace for Kennedy Martin.
Kennedy Martin going right after Kendall Ray as an outside hitter trying to pass and kill a ball. That's a good way to take out an outside attacker.
19th ace on the year for Kennedy Martin. Nice look in the middle, approaching from left and then going away for Chase Campbell.
Coach Reed told me at the prior to the match, they like to spread out the offense and get everybody involved, and that includes the middles. And both middles for Alabama have had really good years offensively.
Kendall Ray. McKissick passes for Florida, and the Gators will go to the right side. And it's in for Anna Dixon. Anna Dixon wearing what it appears to be a soft cast on that left hand, and fingers taped together on that left hand, but doesn't affect that swing with the right arm at all, does it, Nick?
No, and especially how well Muff is back setting now. She's getting it to Martin, she's getting it to Dixon, and allowing them to hit both line and angle.
Canaan serves for Florida, already with an ace on the day. Tough play, make it 2 aces for Emily Canaan. Now 11 on the year.
So that has to be the reverse jinx, right, Tom?
Yes.
When you talk about the ace and they get an ace, so that's the reverse jinx as opposed to talk
I guess
about
you could
the
call
error.
it that. I'll have to get clarification on that from our producer. I don't know. Alabama goes right side. And Palmer is blocked. And it fell right behind her. She looked around saying, ooh, that stayed in. Gators with another block. Make it 6 now on the day.
You can see the young setter keeper. Her shoulders are trap setting those right side attackers, allowing Florida to get easy blocks over there.
Priceless the look on her face after she saw the ball hit inbounds. Palmer. Great replay from our crew today.
Absolutely.
Ends a 3-0 run for Florida scoring. And here is Schmur, serving for Alabama, and it's long.
That's some clapping from Coach Reed for that service error. Staying aggressive, trying to challenge the end line and make Florida passers determine whether that's in or out.
Here's Anna Dixon, the grad transfer, serving the ace. And a 4-point lead for Florida. What an addition to this team, the transfer who played her last 3 years at Missouri, and Anna Dixon.
She has been amazing, and Coach Wise just raves about what she is as a teammate.
Another great serve. It eats up Jacobs. Jacobs off the net. Good touch on the block by Florida. What a great diving play by Schmur with the up. Coming in from the right side, then going back away from her body. A nice shot there by the true freshman, Kaylee Palmer.
Coach Reed told me at the beginning that they've been going back and forth with who's going to play libero. So we're going with Vic Schmier. She's the better passer of the two, but there, Tom, I thought she was the better defender.
Golson serves. Great up for Alabama, and there's another block. Nadie Okamore and Sophia Victoria up for the Gators, patrolling the front row.
Boy, those are plays that just light up blockers' eyes, because that's a ball that's tight pass to the setter who has no choice but to try and attack it. It's an easy point for Florida.
Kennedy Muff serves for Florida as Alabama runs it to the outside to Jacobs. Gators get another hand on that ball. This time a crafty play by Jacobs off the net, found hands, tooled the block for the kill.
And Jacobs has been the one attacker for Alabama who has figured out how to befuddle the Florida block and the Florida defense.
Alabama within 3 after the Jacobs kill with 5, tied with Chase Campbell across for Alabama in terms of the kill totals. And give another one there on the kill to Aaliyah Wells. Middle blocker running at that right antenna.
It's the kind of play Alabama, it's the kind of rally Alabama needs. More of a scramble type rally and then score a cheap point off the blocker's hands.
Serve for Bertucci, and it's long.
That was close.
6th service error for Alabama on the afternoon. Florida with 8 at this juncture in the match, and a 3-point lead for the 9th-ranked team in the latest AVCA poll, that being Florida, as Adams and Fitzpatrick check in. And the duo of Victoria outside and Kanan in the DS spot check out. Again at the right antenna, and again a kill for Aaliyah Wells. Back-to-back kills for her with that same look, Nick.
Much better technical set from Kiefer. Shoulders were more squared to the left front attacker, and that allowed a much better set to the right side.
And again, they attack the shorter of the Gator blockers on the court, Fitzpatrick. Overpass and an easy kill in the middle, caused by a great serve. Chase Campbell says, thank you very much for that serve, fellow middle blocker.
Yeah, that one dropped precipitously in front of McKissick. Not much chance for her to get that one.
Again, Wells serves. Muff tracks it down, goes right side. Muff is blocked. Excuse me, Martin is blocked. Too many Kennedys. Kennedy to Kennedy.
And it doesn't help that their last names are Martin and Muff.
Yes.
Let's see if McKissick can find her serve here in this particular rotation.
Alabama, as most teams will employ, 3 in their serve receive. Golson makes the pass. Alabama goes middle. Golson with a great block cover. Excuse me, that's Bertucci who made the block cover. Wearing 21 in red. Couldn't get it the second time.
Florida committed to stopping Alabama's middle. Both Alabama's middles hit over 350 on the season.
So Golson and Bertucci in the back line now for Alabama in defense with the libero. This is a good back row defensive lineup for them. Gator touches the block and McKissick will play it up. Fitzpatrick rears away. That was on Golson in a hurry. Angle shot kill for AC Fitzpatrick.
The Energizer Bunny for the Gators. If Fitzpatrick is killing balls and making plays, she definitely sparks the Gator offense.
That one will go up and across the net. Correct play by Martin to set it up for Fitzpatrick's roll shot. And no one in front left as Golson made a valiant charge to try to get there. But AC Fitzpatrick showing all the shots. Florida on a 4-0 scoring run and lead it here at the break. 19 attacks between the two and 12 kills with no errors to this juncture. That's big. McKissick serves, shank pass. Alabama will get it across the net. And Anna Dixon with the kill.
Finally a kill out of the middle for the Gators, and getting the ball to Anna Dixon. was critical. It was a little bit of a low set. Dixon dropped her elbow and still was able to hit that crossbody back to zone 1.
Anna Dixon, a highly efficient attacker when Florida can pass well enough or find her in transition. Number 9 in the league, hitting .340. Coming into action today. And for Dixon, that's her 5th kill in 6 swings. That's .833. That's pretty good. Here's a serve for McKissick. Outside to Ray goes Alabama. Haven't called her name in a few rallies. Uh-oh, that's over the net. Fitzpatrick just bumped it back. Oh, Fitzpatrick digs it out of the net and sends across a free ball, but is that
double? Second contact.
Oh,
okay,
boy.
so
Scott Lowry makes that call. Maybe a little bit late. The ball was in play, but I couldn't see the contact Fitzpatrick made.
yeah, you have a two-hand stuff by Campbell. Why isn't that a double?
Here's Kiefer serving now for the Crimson Tide. Muff goes back set, right side. Dixon with the cover after Kennedy was blocked. Kennedy Martin takes something off and gets her 7th kill on the day.
Excellent hitter coverage that time by the Gators, allowing Martin to get another swing at this. And Kennedy Martin, with a short runway on her approach, was able to roll that right in the middle of Alabama defense.
Martin now serves for Florida. Gators lead of a half dozen. Somehow Bama keeps it alive. There was a two-handed push across. Ray gets all the way over to make that play behind the blockers for Alabama. Good foot speed. Back row attack. Kill Kennedy Martin. Can we call them the M&M girls? Muff and Martin. Good connection there.
Well, it's M&M, right? It's McKissick to Muff to Martin.
Oh, the 3M company. I like it.
I thought McKissick just made a marvelous play there on the ball coming over and allowing
insurance companies. I don't remember which one. Martin, after the Alabama called timeout, Bertucci made that pass. They go to Ray. I was going to say, what are you going to do out of a timeout? Go to Ray.
Well, and it's Ray over Muff, which is the absolute right swing. And McKendall Ray, again, the rally ender, going to take one swing and try and end the rally. And boy, she did that time.
And she gets the serve now for the Crimson Tide. Best server by the numbers in the Southeastern Conference. And add to her ace total.
Boy, you can see why that floater, and we call it a floater because it has an unpredictable flight path, but it also is coming at a very high rate of speed. McKissick if she passes this again, she's going to have to drop her left shoulder, get that ball into the middle of the court.
Another beautiful serve. This pass made by Adams. The joust at the net, won by the middle blocker for Alabama, Campbell. They go back to Campbell. McKissick got a hand on it, but it's a kill for Chase Campbell from St. Petersburg. Mary Wise wants a timeout here at 18-14.
Is trying to do on the offensive end, which is get the ball to a variety of different attackers and not allow anybody's defensive system be able to set up on one particular attacker. So far, I really like what Alabama's doing. Florida's in perfectly fine shape to win this set, but they need a side out here.
Ray to serve it after the Florida timeout. Adams overpass. Easy kill for Campbell. I was just thinking the serve was already in the air, but who were they going to serve towards? It's been mostly at McKissick, secondarily at Adams.
Now, when you're playing against an aggressive server, you're not looking for a perfect pass. You're looking for a manageable pass so that Muff can run the offense.
Fourth serve this turn for Ray. That time they went after McKissick. Right side Dixon, roll shot. Fitzpatrick with the tip shot. Schmear has to get in and get that one.
It's a tip fest.
That's not a tip, but it's just long from the back row for Martin.
It's exactly the kind of rallies that Alabama needs to stay with Florida. Keep tipping it and get Florida out of system.
Almost a carbon copy of last set.
Exactly.
Looking at my scorecard from last set. Here we are at 18-16 again. Fitzpatrick Schmurr with the up. Florida goes to Fitzpatrick again, another top speed ball. Free ball. Where will Florida go? To the right. And a kill for Anna Dixon to end the long rally. That's got to be a good sign for Florida, because Alabama on the comeback trail, you felt momentum easing towards the Crimson Tide as they pulled closer and closer. But Florida wins an extended long rally, Nick.
Now on the match, 49 swing attempts by Florida, only 2 hitting errors. So you say, well, that's good. Well, not if you're not attacking aggressively. Got to start taking some offensive chances if you're Florida.
Here's Canan checking in for Florida and serving. Chase Campbell in the middle gets another one for Campbell. Give her now 10 on the day. First one in double figures for either team.
Now this time she hits it back to right back. Her last kill was to left back, so Campbell can spray it around as well.
That's a good sign if Alabama can get the ball into the middle. She's out now as Wells checks back in. Schmurr served it. And Schmurr with a dive.
Wow.
Jacobs misses a golden opportunity, but there is a touch. And here we go again, Alabama within 1.
That was right in front of us, Tom. There's clearly was a touch. What a play by Schmurr in the back row. She is really solidifying the libero position for Alabama.
I just looked back at my scorecard from set 1. 19-18. Here we sit again. Canan passes that one well. Victoria have not called her name a lot today. A great up by Kiefer. Where will Muff go? Great up by Ray. Jacobs with the tip. Great effort by Alabama, but crafty play by Victoria. Saw that Alabama didn't really have back right covered.
Well, it kind of had it covered with 2 players, except one of the players, Kiefer, should not have reached back. Ray was all over that play to make sure that that stayed in play. However, let's give Victoria some credit here for staying with it. Not any unforced errors by Florida's attacking.
2-point lead for Florida, 2018. And Dixon with a bullet.
Wow.
Tip shot Wells is good for the kill. And for Wells, she now has 6 kills on the afternoon.
So there's a graduate student offensive attack, knowing that the server Dixon was going to have difficulty playing that ball in the right back.
That'll mean we have now Sydney Golson serving for Alabama. Victoria, I thought she had a look, but hits the ball, pounds it into the net.
She had a great look. Muff just really from the right antenna gave her a perfect tempo set. Victoria just blew it.
My eyes were following Okamore coming towards us. Thought she might be going to the slide. Muff sets it across, played up by Golson. Another great up from Schmurr. Back row Ray. Martin had to duck to get out of the way.
A little bit of a disapproving look on Coach Reed there. Really an unnecessary hitting error in that situation.
Florida up by just 1 here. As a great serve from Muff. It goes for the ace. Kennedy Muff in a big spot gets the ace. Her first of the afternoon, and gives the Gators a 2-point lead, forcing Rashinda Reed to take the Alabama Crimson. You said a gamer, and ready to go here after the service ace and the Alabama timeout. Golson handled that one. And Golson with the block cover. Oh, Okamore had a chance. Up center line violation. McKissick made the play, but she had both of her knees across the center line as she slid.
Nadie Okamore panicked a little bit there with the ball coming over. Didn't need to make that play, so Florida gonna make a substitution, bringing in Gabby Essex.
Blocking.
No, this is for Okamore.
Oh, for Okamore. I beg your pardon. I just scanned and saw Muff on the court. Florida precariously up by just 1. To the outside, Martin from the left. Bertucci dug it up after the blockers touched it. Martin with a nice block. Up from Canaan. Martin down the line. Ray. Who wins this long rally? Big block for Wells and Ray. We're tied at 22.
The patience Alabama is playing with is just remarkable at this point, being on the road at number 9 Florida and not having won a match in the SEC yet.
Tied at 22, big point. Pass made it the last minute. Out to Ray. That's the look you want if you're Alabama. Go back to her. Great up from McKissick. To the right side. And Florida's in the net.
I think that was Martin in the net. And Alabama,
I believe you're right.
Alabama is just hanging around here and really forcing Florida into executing their offense. So Bertucci has had a nice serving run here for Alabama. Will they go back at McKissick? I've been interested in Alabama's serving strategy. They've served McKissick a majority of the time.
Quite a bit. They go at her again. Muff has to make a crazy play on one leg, basically. Alabama with a chance. And Ray is blocked. Martin's there with Essex. We're tied at 23.
And Florida feeds off of blocking. They get their momentum. They get their juice going with blocking. And that was a mistimed, really setting error by Kiefer.
Trinity Adams, the Florida service ace leader by the numbers, checks in and serves here. Tough one played by Golson. Gators will make the dig on Wells and go to Martin. Out to Ray. And the Gators block it. It's Essex and Martin again. And the Florida Gators get the set point.
Back-to-back blocks by Florida. That's their 9th.
That's a big number, Nick.
Well, it is, and you know, it's sort of some setting mistakes and a couple of hitting mistakes by Ray.
Those clad in the orange and blue here in the arena on their feet. Wells down the line. There's McKissick with the up. Ooh, awkward set. Ray might have had a center line violation. Florida block, slows it down for McKissick to dig it. A.C. Fitzpatrick is dug up, and the dig goes across the net, a kill for Golson. We're tied at 24. You get a dig and a kill on the same ball. Everyone for Florida was creeped up in front of the 10-foot line, basically by the net. Wow.
Well, that's just being in the right place at the right time, but that's also excellent floor technique by the Alabama.
Sidney Golson.
And quite the celebration.
Worth celebrating. We're tied at 24. We'll push past 25. Got to win by 2. And serving for Alabama is Aaliyah Wells. That brings Campbell back on the court for Alabama. Near the net. Fitzpatrick says that's a no-doubter. Wow. Give her 7 on the day now.
That's just such a great rhythm set by Muff. Perfectly timed with a wide open hole for Fitzpatrick.
One-on-one, Nick.
Yeah, those are the sets where Fitzpatrick is just, eyes are going to light up.
Set point again. Opportunity for Florida. Second chance. Got to go to Campbell. And Florida is in the net, I believe, is the call. Another net violation. Fans will have to wait again. We're tied at 25. A mistake for the Gators there. Technical mistake.
Yeah, and that rotates Kiefer, the smaller blocker, to the back row for Alabama. Yeah. Back to McKissick.
Martin dug up by Bertucci. Florida goes right side. Martin couldn't get much on it. Schmurr out to Ray. Near the net. And a kill for Campbell. Her 12th. A dozen for Chase Campbell. And Alabama with a chance at set point to try to knot it up at one set apiece. Florida fans trying to urge on their team. To Martin. And Kennedy Martin says, not yet. Let's keep playing. 9th kill of the day for Martin.
Well, again, a great set by Muff. Here comes the blocking sub. Again, this time it's Gravely coming in as the blocking sub for Muff. She'll block right. Fitzpatrick will block left. Dixon will block middle.
Pass for Ray of Alabama. They go out to her on a double look. Gators block it. Goes back across the net on the block cover. Wow, Fitzpatrick put some extra mustard on that one. Tip shot played up, but it goes across the net, and
a center line violation.
Another Florida center line violation. Down official Robin Corchain is hearing it from the crowd here, and she's saying Mary Wise is arguing, no, wait.
This is a good argument by Coach Wise, because the center line violation by Dixon was not in the blocking phase.
A quick step.
It was her in a transition phase, and you're not supposed to call that when the center line violation is not in the blocking phase.
Alabama, their second chance at set point at 27-26. And Ray serving. Adams has to send it out to Fitzpatrick, and she kills it.
Gutsy, gritty swing by Fitzpatrick here at set point, hitting those high hands back in the left back corner. No chance for Alabama to bring that ball back. And here comes
the Energizer Bunny.
Here comes the Energizer Bunny with the jump serve at 27-all.
Ray plays the bullet. That's a double. Wow.
It's a manageable ball by Ray off the jump serve, but that was so high, there was no chance for Kiefer to set that one without doubling it.
If you're a setter, you're seeing that up in the air for a long time coming to you.
It'll hurt your fingers just to think about it.
Another chance at set point for Florida. Another bullet. It's a service ace! And everyone in the Exact Tech Arena, the fans in orange and blue, on their feet in celebratory mode as A.C. Fitzpatrick rips.
Florida's blocked with only 2 blocks, so now Alabama's has given Florida 9 points off blocking.
Trinity Adams serves to open up set 3 for Florida. Must-win opportunity for Alabama to try to push it past 3. And they go right to one of their middle blockers at the right antenna. Aaliyah Wells opens up the set with a blast.
That brings Campbell back to the front row for Alabama. Campbell has been extremely effective, hitting .688.
The libero off the court now for the Crimson Tide in this rotation as one of their middle serves. Fitzpatrick blasts away and gets kill number 9.
I tell you, Tom, if she's hot, the Gators are just so much better volleyball team. Her energy, which was lacking a little bit on Friday night, is back today.
McKissick serves for Florida. Nice pass from Golson to Ray. That's where you've got to go. Get some points from your top point getter. Tip shot Fitzpatrick. I was just going to say, by their definition, that was a center line violation.
Yeah.
To Dixon. Ball's down. McKissick couldn't quite get to it.
Yeah, good try on the pancake again. This match, for the most part, has been played at Alabama's pace, which is scrambling around.
Mary Wise is challenging that McKissick did make the pancake. We'll see how that turns out, because if the whistle stopped play, so if there was a pancake, we get the replay.
Okay, so I guess I'm going to have a third option.
You need a third option.
Replay, so it's either it's
confirmed,
overturned. No, it's either overturned or replay.
Okay.
So you don't have to say. Let's see here. I mean, maybe her little finger slid under there and got it up.
What a great look from our camera crew and our producer Jeremy Otter over in the truck.
You know, that's a little inconclusive, isn't it, Tom? Very difficult. It's a great shot.
I would call it inconclusive.
Yeah.
Our replay official today is Jeff Herrick. He has made the signal to Robin Corchain, who is the R2. They converse. And I think I'm with you. Inconclusive. It stays with Alabama, so Gators lose that challenge and do not have that. And boy, that's close, though.
It's an interesting time to take a challenge. I mean, I'm guessing Coach Wise got a little input from McKissick.
From Ellie, yeah.
But not quite the right camera angle to check that.
Muff will set the outside. Fitzpatrick, block cover by Muff. Go back to the well again. Two blockers were there again for Alabama. This time from the right, it's Martin. Alabama goes outside to Ray. And Ray gets the kill. Kendall Ray.
I think McKissick's a little angry with herself here. That's typically where Kendall Ray likes to hit the angle. McKissick just a little bit out of position for that one.
Kiefer in the net. If you're Alabama, that's not a good one.
No, but it does get Martin into the back row
True.
for Florida, so that allows Alabama perhaps to attack the left side more than the right side.
Martin, one of Florida's better servers. Out to Ray, had to tip it across. Nice up from their setter as the Gator block touches the ball again. The set wasn't premium, but Anna Dixon adjusts and kills it.
Finally, Florida transitioning an attack out of off speed as opposed to them hitting off speed. Oh, a great play by McKissick defending that left back corner. That's not easy.
Middle blocker got there late to be part of the block. Service ace for Kennedy Martin. Martin's second of the day.
This is a good serving passing matchup for Florida. Martin is an excellent down the line server. Kendall Ray is not taking up very much of the court as far as serve receive is concerned.
Florida retakes the lead on Martin's 20th ace on the season, and this one floats long.
And I'm not sure that's what the Florida coaching staff wanted in terms of serving. I know Alabama moved their serve receive pattern to try and protect Ray. Maybe Martin saw a wide open right back corner.
Ray now will serve it for the Crimson Tide. And that one's long.
It's a break for Florida. Kendall Ray, such a great server. Florida's had so much trouble passing her.
That'll bring back Canaan and Victoria for Florida as Fitzpatrick and Adams out. Victoria's a player the Gators could ride if she can light it up here and get back into it in terms of offensive flow, because she only has 3 kills on her 12 swings to this part in the match. This Victoria.
You know, Tom, when
she gets hot, she gets hot.
When you miss your serve, it's a tossing error. It's not a contact error. And right now, the Gators are not making any tossing adjustments.
Florida will go right side. Dixon likes to go down the line. She gets it off the hands of the blocker there at the left side for Alabama.
What a great,
that being Jacobs.
Yeah, what a great set by Muff. Her pass was off the net, and she did a little spin set move to make sure she kept the set off the net for Dixon.
Dixon now with 8 kills on the day, and she serves it here and serves it in the net.
So that tossing adjustment needs to be higher and to the right. And so the next time she goes back to serve, can she toss it? Now she's tossing it with a cast on her left hand.
You say it's got to affect her balance, doesn't it?
Well, it's got to affect the ball being tossed to the proper shoulder.
Golson now serves for Alabama. Back row attack Martin, but Ray will play it up. Nice placement, but she is in the net standard. The down official calls it on Wells. Robin Corchain. Up official
not really sure.
Confirms the violation.
I wish I could tell you our view is blocked from that, Tom, so we didn't get a good look at it. She must have run into the standard.
Yes. Wells gets another look, and this time she gets the kill.
The tips for Alabama are really causing some problems for Florida, because if Florida doesn't block, they're really struggling with getting the ball to Muff in a consistent spot to run the offense.
Francesca Bertucci checks in and serves.
And has had a great serving run. Again to McKissick.
Victoria will kill it, and the Gators retake the lead.
Great pass by McKissick, great set by Muff. Excellent high swing by Victoria on the outside, back into the right back corner. And she hits it so high, Tom, it's way over the block.
Adams checks in, along with A.C. Fitzpatrick. Gators with a 1-point lead. Must-win situation for Alabama here in the third. Gator block again slows it down on the Ray attack. And A.C. Fitzpatrick with the roll shot for the kill.
How about that shot? No hitting errors so far for A.C. Fitzpatrick, now on 24 swings. We talked about her being the shot maker, and boy, this is really a great shot by her. Back into the left front corner.
Ray will miss one wide. And if you're Alabama coach Rescinda Reed, I was just saying, got to be thinking about a timeout. Don't want to lose touch with Florida. As the Gators with a 3-point lead forcing the Alabama timeout here.
And they've played an excellent match to this point. The question is, can they believe that they're going to win?
Early timeout as Rescinda Reed doesn't want to lose contact or touch with Florida here in the third. Free ball sent across. Where will Alabama go? Kiefer, slide play. Muff with the up. Fitzpatrick with the left hand. Fitzpatrick will take a swing again and hits one into their back right for the kill.
The shot maker, Tom. She hits it to the left front corner. She hits it to the right back corner. She uses hands. Really, really important offensive attacker for Florida.
4-point lead for Florida. The short ball. Haven't seen that a lot. And
double.
A double call. I was blocked.
Yeah.
Kennedy Martin's going to block my view from the down official. I couldn't even see her stick her hand up.
That's probably true.
Florida on a 5-0 scoring run. This was tied after an Auburn kill for Wells at 7-7. Floater is long.
Not a bad service error, Tom. It started to drop. That's what the downside of a floater. It's unpredictable as to where it's going to land, but that's also its strength.
Good point. And they just served a short one, did Adams, to go with a deep ball. And Wells tries to catch net and have it creep across. It does not.
Really did Florida a favor there as far as that service error. McKissick going back to serve now for Florida. Can she make a small, tiny run for the Gators?
9 now for Alabama in that service error category. That's a solid serve by McKissick. Out to Ray. Great block cover. I think it was Golston back there. Free ball opportunity now as in the plane of the net. It's won by Kiefer. Setters seem to win more often than not, those jousts.
Well, you know, they have to do it so often, Tom. When the ball's passed, they start to figure out exactly how to get kills there. That time it was just a mistimed jump and a little bit of a confusion between Dixon and Fitzpatrick in the front row.
Here's Callie Kiefer serving for the Crimson Tide, the setter. True freshman. Oh my word. Bounce one going down the line with A.C. Fitzpatrick.
Well, let's give Muff a lot of credit here because that ball was set. You're going to see it here. That ball was set right in the lane where nobody was going to get it.
Wow. For Alabama, you just roll the ball back and say, nice play.
Yep.
And get one to your middle, who's been clutch all day. Chase Campbell gets number 13.
Now, difficult block for Dixon. Depending on what her injury is with her left hand, it's going to be real tough for her to get that, to cut that angle down.
Here's a chance for Alabama with their best server, in Ray. Dixon pushes one down from that right antenna for the kill.
I'd like to see that offensive technique be employed more often by attackers these days. You know, the defenses and block are so good. If you can get that power dump or dink in, I think you can be really effective.
Fitzpatrick with the rip and just missed it. Alabama hanging around, down by 4. Can they score points when serving? Schmurd will try it here. And it's long. 10th of the day for the Crimson Tide.
Alabama trying to stay aggressive with their serve. Again, that's not a bad miss. But if you're Alabama, you've got to come right back with a side out if you're going to be that aggressive serving.
And a Dixon now to serve for Florida. Back on the court, Gabby Essex. Dixon with the up. Sophia Victoria gets the kill on the angle shot. Her 5th of the day.
Making lemonade out of lemons there was Sophia Victoria. That ball was set past the antenna, and yet she was able to thumb down and hit that angle shot.
6-point lead for Florida. Alabama needs points as they dwindle for Florida to end this set. And Kennedy Muff gets the block with Essex up alongside.
Not a lot of blocks by Muff over there, so for her to get one, that's time to celebrate. And celebrate they did.
Whoever makes the big play after the service error from A.C. Fitzpatrick, now a 3-0 scoring run for Florida, with Dixon serving again after the Alabama timeout. What an up from Dixon. Essex gets the kill as the dig went across the net.
And there goes Canaan up into the arms of Essex. You can always tell who made the great play, because Canaan's about to knock him over.
Or try to. Dixon's 4th serve this turn. To the outside to Jacobs, and she hits it off of Muff for the kill. That's where you want to attack when Muff's in the front row.
Yeah, and that was a much better set by Kiefer to get the ball to the outside, where the one player who I really felt like has had an opportunity has been, sorry, drawing a blank here. Jacobs.
Sammy Jacobs, yes.
Okay, help me, Tom. Come on.
I didn't know who you were thinking of.
We got to stay together.
Florida goes outside to Victoria, and Sophia Victoria will kill it. For Sophia, give her 6 on the afternoon.
Yeah, great set by Muff again. Starting to locate the ball so much better almost from her knees.
Now Muff will serve. Where will Alabama go? To their middle blocker, Wells. And she'll get the kill. Wasn't the most aggressive swings, but found hands, then found the floor. So Aaliyah Wells now in double digits with 10 kills.
That's a great place to go if you're Alabama. The graduate students got a ton of experience. Oh, went for too much there on the outside.
Victoria had a look.
That's the right set. I'm not sure that was the right distance off the net. Coach Boo's giving Victoria a little bit of advice as to where to hit it. She just didn't need to go for that much line.
Bertucci serves. Great up there from Schmurr. Canaan will have to play it across the free ball. Right side. Another one for Wells, as she has 11. This is for Alabama right here, right now time.
No, this is a really good timeout by Coach Wise. She understands the long term.
Not too long ago. LSU Mississippi State to round out their upcoming matches. Martin. Ray got it across with the left hand.
Ran into the standard. No call.
Ray takes a swing. The up from McKissick. Martin unloads for the kill. Kennedy Martin has done it again. 10 kills now. Every match in her collegiate career to start for the freshman has been double-digit kill territory.
That's just a no-win matchup for Alabama. Kennedy Martin over the smaller setter Kiefer.
Adams and Fitzpatrick check back in for Florida. Fitzpatrick gets the gift. Give her 13. Tied for match high with Chase Campbell of Alabama.
That's a good way to put it, Tom. A little bit of an overpass. It's wide open court in the left back area. That was a gift.
Adams takes a deep breath and prepares to try to get Florida within just 2. On the right side, there's Wells again. Their 2 middles have been fantastic, 25 of their 45 kills.
Yeah, and Wells on the slide has been very difficult for Florida to stop. The Gators blocking-wise on the left side, they're just leaving too much space with their right hand, allowing that seam to be killed.
She serves now, does Wells. That means Campbell back on the court. No libero at the moment. Kennedy Martin blasts away. Bertucci looked like she had a beat on it, but it finds the floor.
You can really see the footwork work that Kennedy Muff has put into her setting as she's working so much harder to square around the left front and give Martin better looks.
Serve forthcoming here for McKissick. Can she get the Gators to match point? Ray. McKissick with the up. Another crafty shot by Fitzpatrick. Muff with the up. Campbell with the kill. Chase Campbell now match high 14, and she's hitting north of 680.
Another slide attack by Alabama, finding some luck over there over AC Fitzpatrick.
Kiefer, the freshman setter, serves for the Crimson Tide. Martin, right side. Bertucci with the up for Alabama. Ray. Up from Adams for Florida. Fitzpatrick's first attack error of the day.
How about that? And she was just trying to make, okay, I hate to say it, but lemonade out of lemons with that swing, because I've used that before.
You can use it again.
Okay.
Lemonade stand is still open. Muff tracks it down and sets Martin. Martin covers her own blocked attempt. Oh, that's a double. And Florida is at match point.
Now the secondary setting for Florida is letting down their attackers a little bit, but Florida's in exact right spot. Here comes the blocking sub. Gravely in from Muff. And Kennedy Martin, Florida's best server behind the service line. Great chance to close it out.
Everyone in Exact Tech on their feet as Chase Campbell gets another one. Wow, she has been fantastic today.
And Florida defending the middle has been a little bit of an Achilles heel for them, but that was so fast, and that arm was so fast through there. It wouldn't have mattered which block you had up.
Chase Campbell leading everyone in the gym with 15 kills. Second chance at match point for Florida. And Ray to serve. This is who you want to serve if you need some points. Adams cut off McKissick. McKissick with the set to the outside to Fitzpatrick. And she's looking for hands.
Now,
just out.
Coach Wise is going to challenge this, and this is probably more of a timeout than it is. Is that right? I mean, I didn't see a touch. We did have I had a better look at it than you did, but I did not see a touch on that one. So here we go, Tom.
Fitzpatrick right away said,
Get out your cell
there
phones.
was a touch.
Okay, first of all, play the Jeopardy music. Da, da, da.
I lost on Jeopardy. No, that's the remake.
And then everybody, get out your cell phones. Flash the QR code up there. Don't you think that'd be fun for the fans?
That would be great interactive volleyball.
And we keep the energy up. We've got everybody standing
voting
in the gym. We got start the voting. We got everybody standing up in the gym. It would keep the energy going.
Our replay official, Jeff Harris.
There was a touch.
There was a touch. So the kill for A.C. Fitzpatrick ends this match. Kind of an anticlimax to the match. You're waiting for a challenge, and the challenge goes Florida's way, Nick.
Line drive and a box score, Tom.
Exactly. That'll end it for us here today as the Florida Gators back.
तोरा याद में आंसुआ बहे छे दिलवा रोए गिरान तोरा याद में आंसुआ बहे छे दिलवा रोए जान।
गंगाजल रिकॉर्डिंग स्टूडियो महादेवगंज साहेबगंज।
केकरा सहारे रहबै केकरा से दू बोलिया बोलबै अशोक अकेला के कहलू कि साथ न छोड़बै केकरा सहारे रहबै केकरा से दू बोलिया बोलबै अशोक अकेला के कहलू कि साथ न छोड़ब रानी सोनी लागे आंसुआ गिरैले देहिया काप के लगे जा रानी हमर अखिया से